And the real lesson is the way we sell is more important than what we sell.
Hello, here I am, John Smibert, with Tony Hughes, a friend of mine, an author, a speaker, and the author of The Joshua's Principle. Great book, Tony.
Thanks, John.
I just wanted to reflect with you, Tony, about a couple of things that have been happening in the past with selling and what's going to happen in the future. In recent years, there's been a lot of challenges for salespeople, hasn't there?
Yeah, there has, and I think the challenges we're facing today largely started around the GFC, 2007, 2008.
Right.
You know, we've all known that we need to go sell at the C level, but the rise of consensus-based decision-making is very real. So even though a CEO does want to drive a decision, they're absolutely today looking to get consensus from their people and actually making that decision. They're not going to roll their people.
Right.
And the other thing that goes with that is an increasing level of ROI distrust. So, you know, there's a lot of distrust for the claims of sellers, especially in larger deals. So the appetite in organisations to make a big transaction up front, I think, is really diminished. So, you know, that's one of the good things about cloud computing, because you can go and start a relationship with a client in a small way and then grow, and both the seller and the buyer are sharing in the risk of making sure that they deploy successfully.
Good point, yes.
And then the third thing that I think is very real is just the relentless commoditization of products and services and solutions. And that problem of commoditization is very real for people. They've got to work out, how do they engineer value, how do they make sure they're seen as the lowest risk and best value for the buyer.
And those sort of challenges and changes that have occurred since the GFC, are they going to continue? What's going to happen in the next year or so, in your mind, in trends in sales and trends and challenges that face us?
Yeah, I think commoditization is just relentless. Everything becomes a commodity over time. And the real lesson is the way we sell is more important than what we sell. We've got to become very good at engaging. It's really the subject of another chat, really, but the way that business-to-business people use social is going to be very important for them.
It's so important, isn't it? And it's something I've only just really got across my own mind the last 18 months or so. The power of social, particularly in the B2B environment now, is so important, isn't it? It
is, and people have got to project themselves as a domain expert rather than as a salesperson if they want to engage at that senior level.
Let's talk about that in another interview. Anything else you want to recommend for people to respond to the changes and challenges that are occurring?
No, I would just say that the way you sell is far more important than what you sell. There's a book I'd encourage you to read, which is The Challenger Sale, put out by the Corporate Executive Board. I highly recommend that book.
Thanks for joining me, Tony. I appreciate it, and your comments are very valuable for me, I'm sure to the audience as well.
Thanks, John.
Thank you.